Aloha, everybody. What's going on out there? I am Miho, your co-host as always, with the Too Close to Call cast. I am joined on the phone this evening by my co-host Pags, and this round is actually our NFL podcast round. But Pags, I know we were supposed to brainstorm some names, but I couldn't really come up with anything good here, man.
I'm going to need to let my mind percolate a little bit and
it's time for the percolate. But, yeah, man, I don't know, a couple ones where I was like, yeah, man, that's okay, but that's funny, but it's not a podcast name, or you're like, yeah, that's cool, but it means nothing. So here we are. We're going to roll with the punches in episode 1 of Around the NFL. We're just going to go ahead here and wing it without a title.
I'm just hoping it comes to us during this segment.
We're gonna stumble upon it here at some point
like
over the next week.
Viggy, like the Viggy one.
Yeah, there you go. Getting Viggy with it. I dig it, man. But hey, just some quick tidbits around the NFL. We obviously have our Eagles-centric podcast, Road to Victory. So this one's going to be basically everybody else and the big news and kind of what's going on. Now, it is a little bit of a downtime here before the draft, which is only 8 days away, and we'll give us obviously a lot of good content to discuss. But as everybody was waiting on, the big news was the self-imposed Russell Wilson deadline for his new contract that he wants.
Yeah, and he got it.
Yeah, well, I guess before we get into the numbers and cents in football, Pags, what were your thoughts about him announcing the contract in bed with Ciara at like 12:15 whatever Pacific time?
Pretty ball and move on his part. I don't know if I was a fan of the team, I would be biggest fan of it, but that's a ball and move by him. Like, hey, I have a celebrity wife, and I'm going to do this my own.
So, how much of this do you think was Ciara making the power play? Like, Russell Wilson, I've always taken as, kind of a laid-back guy, do what's best for the team, win football games, and all of a sudden he's wifed up now, and you're hearing, oh, he doesn't want to be in Seattle anymore. He doesn't want to be where it fucking rains and is miserable and nobody cares about your existence anymore. Oh, what's that? He wants to play for the Giants in the biggest city in America where the lights never sleep and everyone's a celebrity and a lot of people are there. Oh, he must have changed his mind on his own about that one, Pags.
Yeah, it's all Ciara. My goodies.
She's like, listen, I love you, but Seattle fucking blows. Can we get out of here, please? And he's like, listen, babe, we can't just do that. That's not how this works. And she's like, well, if we're staying here, you better be fucking paid the highest motherfucking salary. I'll tell you that much. And he's like, I can't just do that. And she's like, hey, listen, here's the deal. You're going to give them a fucking midnight deadline on this day, and if they don't pay you, we're going to New York. You got that, Russ? You fucking understand me, okay? Because I got the pants on in this relationship.
She got her boy paid and herself paid.
Very much so. But, yeah, man, 140 over 4 years, $65 million signing bonus, and 107 total guaranteed. Those are the highest of the highs in every one of those categories. Sneaking past Aaron Rodgers at 4 and 135, and I think it was 60 and like 100. So they basically had their barometer and went right over all of them, like the Bryce Harper style. Like, hey, here are the numbers. Do fucking 3 better every time.
I just love these contracts. Just be like, Aaron Rodgers lasted as the highest paid quarterback for, 4 months? It's like,
I was going to say, was it this offseason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's your bar.
It might have been before the season even ended.
I was going to say, I think it was last off or 2018 at some point. So it may have been before last year. I can't
remember, but crazy.
So he jumps him, and that was the big news before the draft, because now it's like, oh, well, he's going to get traded. There's no way he's back. And he's locked up for 4 and I think 5 because this is an extension on top of the 1. So I think he'll be out there for the next 5 years, Pags, and we still have the Seattle Seahawks to worry about.
Yeah, he's pretty much been carrying that team on his back ever since a lot of the defense left. I know they still have Bobby Wagner kind of holding it down on that D, but, dude, he assisted 90% of their touchdowns 2 years ago.
It's just insane. I knew they ran the ball a lot more this past year, but that was literally because he was like, we got to run or you guys are going to get me fucking killed with this offensive line.
I mean, they haven't had the most success in January.
Well, it's the Aaron Rodgers syndrome, Pags. I was just going to say, let's see if they can do it like Green Bay. Like, oh, shit, now we're paying our quarterback $30 million. How the hell do we pay anybody else?
He can't do it all on his own. I mean, he can get them 11 wins, but as you saw, they went down to Dallas and they lost. So he's going to need some guys to back him up there. But, yeah, did you see – I mean, I know a lot of teams are coming into mini camp here and everything, OTAs. Did you see what Vic Fangio said? This is going to make us a better team. He was the defensive coordinator for the Bears last year, now the head coach of the Denver Broncos, and he has implemented something that I think is a crock of shit.
Okay. Is this his first head coaching gig or no, right? He's an older guy.
No, he's been around before. I mean, he's an older dude, but he implemented during practice, they will be wearing their game jerseys to make it more realistic practices because the jerseys are tighter, the practice jerseys are a little looser. He thinks that Flacco throwing it with his tight jersey on is going to make him more ready for the game, and Emmanuel Sanders is going to catch the ball better because he has a tighter jersey on.
I'm a little bit on the other side of you here, Pags, because my question is, why aren't the jerseys the fucking same? They should be the same.
Oh, I agree with that.
You know, and if they're not the same, then, yeah, you have to wear your game jerseys in practice because we need them to be the same.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think there's any fucking difference. I didn't play any better because my practice jersey was a little looser than my game jersey.
You do notice, though, specifically on quarterbacks, I don't know if it makes a difference, Pags, but there are quarterbacks with different sleeve lengths, like Sammy Sleeves, man, loosey-goosey down to the elbows. And then you got people... Wentz likes them a little tighter, tucked up shorter. Some people are thinner. So that's where I do think that the consistency of, hey, at the very least, our shoulder pads are the same every time. But if I have long sleeves and then short sleeves, like there is a difference. But if you are making athletic movements with your arms every time, like it should be the same way it is on game day. I don't know. I'm on the fence there. I guess my overall take there is the jerseys should be the fucking same anyway. So if they're not, he's making a fucking boss move, I guess, and saying, well, then we got to wear the jerseys we're going to wear. Is it going to make a difference? I don't think so, but I get it. I don't know. Maybe it's him trying to make a footprint and you're being the veteran sitting there going, listen to this fucking crack of shit.
Now you're talking, and I will say this for O-line, D-line. As an O-lineman, you want your jersey as tight as you can get it because you don't want them to be able to grab them on.
Yeah, okay.
So I get that aspect of it.
So in practice, do you get lazy because you can grab it, and then in a game you can't? Is that another thinking of his?
You know what? I'm coming around on this as we talk about this. Vic Fangio's a freaking savant.
You guys are getting lazy as shit, grabbing on fucking jerseys. In practice.
I'm fucking starting to come around on
this. The long short of it is Vic is pretty much saying, like, the practice jerseys and game jerseys should be the same fucking size. Like, fit one, make the other one the same thing. Yeah. It just sounds funny and hilarious because Denver's going to be out there in fucking game, white, blue, and orange jerseys. And what's he going to make, a game red Flacco jersey? How the hell they're going to know not to hit him?
No, Flacco had the orange on. I saw
there
practice.
You go. So what the fuck? Hey, he's probably pissed.
Yeah. I just think it's hilarious that they have separate jerseys because I'm like, you know who the quarterbacks are out there.
I know. I definitely agree, though. The veterans in that locker room are probably going to have a meeting and be like, yo, what the fuck, man?
I need my tummy to breathe during practice when I'm out there in the heat.
Zeke Elliott, I got to breathe, man. I can't wear the crop top on Sunday, so I got to do it now.
Speaking of us having nothing to talk about, I stumbled upon a clickbait article with the NFL draft coming up, and it's Bill Barnwell from ESPN.
Oh, okay.
And he basically went through the draft as if every single team was going to make a trade.
Oh, God.
And I have some scenarios here, and I want to see take the stupidity out of this and the unlikeliness out of this happening.
Okay.
I want to know which ones you think are actually plausible and which ones you'd actually do.
Okay, well, let's make these quick takes here because we got about 2 to 3 minutes based on our promise to the listeners to be at just about 15.
All right, here we go. First one, Niners. They trade their second pick, Nick Mullins, and a corner for the 6th pick of the draft and Janoris Jenkins.
Interesting. I don't know enough about the corner from the Niners. I know Jenkins is really good, but I don't know why either team would want to flip those corners. I feel like they would be fine, and neither team would do that.
You're picking 4 picks. You're trading 4 picks basically in the first round. The Giants would get the second pick and get their backup quarterback.
I was going to say, I guess that's just the Giants taking the lesser of 2 corners, moving up to get their QB, but I don't see San Fran moving out of that slot.
All right, here's one. Raiders trade their 4th overall pick for Matthew Stafford and a 2nd-round pick to the Lions.
I would do that as the Raiders.
Yeah.
A 4 and a 2nd for Stafford?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you'd flip Carr right back for a 2nd, and it'd be a 4 for Stafford.
No. Sorry. Getting a 2nd Stafford, you're trading your first pick in the 4th overall pick.
Oh, yeah, dude. They got 3 1s. Flip the number 4. You got 2 left. Then you flip Carr for a 2nd or 3rd. You'd have 2 1s and like 4 2s at that point. That's a no-brainer for Oakland.
All right.
Detroit's not touching that at all, though.
All right, Birds.
Here we go.
Trade the 25th overall pick for Trey Waynes, a 3rd-year corner out of Michigan State, a 2nd and a 6th.
That one you could contemplate. But you said 3rd-year guy, so he's not under contract for a while anyway, so it'd just kind of be more of the same issue there at corner.
Right, and he got roasted against the Eagles last year.
Yeah, so you're probably passing on that just because you could get it to – well, you would get it to – I mean, it's not a bad offer, but because of the situation in Philadelphia, you would pass.
I didn't say Bill Barnwell was bringing the facts.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just hearing you say these going, oh, God, this is why I don't do mock drafts, Pags, because shit like this is going on.
That's 100% why. That's why I brought it up, because we had said it before.
Oh, man. But, hey, that's good stuff. And anyway, this is our Around the League NFL podcast. We are open for name suggestions if you guys want to hit our comments. And if not, hopefully by next week, Pags and I can come up with something better for you.
Let's get it.
Thanks, guys. Follow us as always out there. Too close to call. The number 2 both times.
Later.